The United States is experiencing one of the most chaotic and politically heated days in recent history. President Donald Trump remains at the center of national and international attention as multiple major developments unfolded today. The ongoing government shutdown has entered its 41st day, marking the longest shutdown in U.S. history. Millions of federal employees are either furloughed or working unpaid, and essential public services are under enormous strain. Today, the situation escalated further as a significant number of air traffic controllers refused to report to work, causing widespread flight disruptions across the country. Major airports, including New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Dallas, and Atlanta, reported long delays and cancellations. Passengers were seen sleeping on airport floors, lining up for rebooking and expressing frustration. President Trump issued a strict announcement demanding that all air traffic controllers immediately return to duty. He declared that those who continue to refuse will face pay deductions and possibly replacement. His message was firm: the shutdown will not end until Congress agrees to his funding demands. Trump has blamed Democrats for refusing to approve his proposed budget allocations, while Democrats argue that Trump is using the shutdown as a political weapon. Alongside the shutdown crisis, President Trump has become involved in a major international media controversy. His legal team has accused the BBC of editing a past speech of his in a misleading way that suggested he encouraged political violence. Trump stated that he will not allow his words to be manipulated to damage his reputation. Several senior staff members within the BBC have resigned after admitting poor judgment, and the organization has issued a public apology. Trump, however, appears unsatisfied and insists that the damage done to his public image is serious and intentional. According to insiders, Trump is deeply frustrated with global media portrayal of the January 6 events and wants to correct the narrative. Observers note that Trump often clashes with major media organizations, considering them politically biased. On the foreign policy front, Trump shocked the world by hosting the Syrian president at the White House. This marks the first time in approximately 8 decades that a Syrian head of state has visited Washington. The meeting lasted nearly 3 hours and reportedly focused on regional security, oil trade, and prisoner negotiations. Trump presented the meeting as a breakthrough, claiming he is working to restore order in regions destroyed by globalist policies. Critics argue that engaging with a highly controversial Syrian regime could backfire. Supporters of Trump, however, believe that he is taking bold diplomatic steps that other leaders were afraid to attempt. Meanwhile, progress appears to be emerging in Congress regarding a temporary bill that could reopen the government. Members of both parties are exhausted from public anger and economic damage. The U.S. economy is losing billions daily due to halted government activity, slowed airport operations, and frozen infrastructure projects. Trump stated that the country is very close to ending the shutdown, but insisted he will sign only a bill that aligns with his conditions. His critics argue that he is holding the country hostage for political gain. Americans are divided. Some see Trump as a fearless leader who refuses to compromise, while others view him as responsible for national suffering. At airports, travelers are angry and emotional. Many families have had weddings, funerals, and important events disrupted. Businesses warn that if the shutdown continues, the Christmas shopping season and travel industry could face lasting damage. Political analysts believe that how Trump handles this crisis may strongly affect future elections. Today's events crystallize the Trump presidency: unpredictable, aggressive, headline-dominating, and always at the center of conflict. America waits to see what happens next.